Okay, so let's practice factoring trinomials. So I have x squared plus 7x plus 10. Okay, so we are going to end up with a problem that looks like this. So this is trinomials, meaning it has three terms, and binomials, meaning we're going to get two sets of terms in each one of these boxes. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 10 and I'm going to move it over here, and I'm going to use my multiplication facts and break down 10. So I know that 1 times 10 is 10, and 2 times 5 is 10, and I believe that's it. Now I need to determine which group, so this group or this group, which one of those groups will get me a 7 if I either add or subtract them. Well, 1 and 10, if I subtract them, I get 9. If I add them, I get 11. So I know that's not going to work. The 2 and the 5, if I subtract them, I will get 3. But if I add them, I get 7. And that's the number I'm looking for. So I'm going to take this 2 and 5 and I'm going to put it here. And I know that I added them, so I'm going to put my plus signs. Now I need to break down this. So I know that x times x will get me x squared. There's my answer. Okay, so this is the same thing that we were doing in, I think it was Tuesday's work, how we did the FOIL method and the box method. We ended up getting this answer, so now we're just doing the opposite. Okay, so let me do another example with you guys. So this one, x squared plus 7x minus 8. So I'm looking for this number and I'm going to factor out my 8. I'm going to put my 8 over here and I'm going to do my multiples of 8. So I know that 1 times 8 is 8 and 2 times 4 is 8. So I need to determine which group, either this group or this group, will get me a 7 if I add or subtract. So 1 plus 8 will get me a 9, okay? But I know that 1 take away 8 will get me a 7, so that looks like that's going to be the answer, but let's just try this one. 2 plus 4 is 6. 2 minus 4 is 2, so that's definitely not it. So let's do my parentheses here for my binomials. I'm going to take my 1 and I'm going to take my 8. Now look at this signs. Here's a positive, here's a negative. So I know that a negative and a positive gets me a negative, so negative and a positive. But let's see, that's also going to get me a positive 7 when I add and subtract. So positive 8, negative 1. If I subtract those, I'll get 7, and I'll keep the sign of the bigger number, and that's a positive. So yes, that will work. Okay, so now let me break down my x squared. So x times x gets me x squared. And there's my answer.